What's up, everybody? It's your boy Legit, aka VJJ. Today I'm going to be going over my sensitivities. I am currently ranked legendary. I do have 230 matches, 184 wins, 145 MVPs. You can see the damage and the accuracy there. So with that being said, we're going to go over the sensitivity, the settings that I am using. To get to the settings, you do go to the gear bar up in the top there. And then the first thing we're going to be doing is advanced mode. You do want to go to BR up top there, so you can see there's an MP multiplayer mode and there's a BR Battle Royale mode. You want to make sure you're on the BR mode. This is for all of the settings. If you notice here, BR as well. So go to BR mode and then do custom layout. This is the layout that I currently use. I do only play with 2 fingers. I do use a cell phone, a Samsung Galaxy Note 9. I don't play on an iPad. So this is the settings I use. I do have all of my buttons are opacity, so you can see through them. So that means they're transparent. You can play with that up top there, so you can see the opacity going back and forth up there. I do like to be able to see through all of those. Everything does have opacity turned up, so that way I can see through most things. I do have, if you can notice there, I do have the shoot button on the left as well. I do use that sometimes. And then you can move these and change these to your preference. This is just what I've tweaked, what I like for a 2-finger setup. So you can check that out. As far as ADS, ADS stands for aim down sight. That is something that is automatic. That is something that you're going to want to probably do more for multiplayer rather than BR mode. For BR mode, it is all set up to hip fire, except for sniper rifles. You can do aim down sight when you aim with that. Typically, I aim prior anyways with all of my guns. So I just do the hip fire that way. If we're in close quarters, I'm not trying to aim down the sight. I just want to be able to shoot from the hip. So you definitely want to make sure you have the hip fire set up. So for basics, BR mode again. For basics, you do want to have auto loot turned on. You do want to have auto open doors turned on. You want to have your fixed R fire button. You do want to have aim assist turned on. I know people are like, oh, you don't need aim assist. Every game has aim assist. It helps you out a little bit. Any little advantage you can get, you definitely want to have that turned on. Quick run from prone, I do have that turned on. Joystick auto sprint, I do have that turned on. And then the fixed auto stick, I do have that turned off. ADS, aim down sight, I do have that tap. Again, I don't use that ever, so that's kind of irrelevant for me. Before I go any further, I do want to make note that this is just my settings, what works for me. I do have a lot of people that were interested in that setup, so this is for those people and anybody else that might take advantage from it. Display left fire button, I do have that turned on because I do use that sometimes. Slide while running. You can have 2 different options there. You can tap crouch while sprinting and it'll slide you, or you can hold the crouch button while sprinting and it'll slide you. I want to be able to slide right away. I want that slide to happen immediately. I don't want to have to hold the button into crouch, so I do have that tap to crouch. Always sprinting. I don't have the always sprint mode turned on. I don't want to always be sprinting. I want that something that I have control of. I do have the sensitivity turned up on that as well to 75. I don't use the gyroscope. I have that turned off. I tried it for a little while. I just wasn't liking it. And then camera FOV, first person only. I do play Battle Royale in third person mode, so that's irrelevant. For audio and graphics, for the graphics, I do keep it at low. That way I have no latency, no lag. My phone isn't heating up. For frame rate, I do keep that at high. And then I have all these options turned off down here because they only improve the quality and the look of the game. They don't actually improve how I'm going to play. They actually deter from that and make me play even worse because they make me lag. They try to do all this extra stuff to make the game look nice and pretty. So I keep them all turned off. Depth of field, bloom, real-time shadows, ragdoll, anti-aliasing, all of that stuff is turned off. I do keep the graphics to low and the frame rate to high. And then because of the setting, it doesn't let you adjust any of these, so it does go to realistic. And then I do keep auto adjust screen turned on. For sensitivity, I know this is a big one for a lot of people. Again, make sure you go to BR mode, Battle Royale mode. For sensitivity, I do like the speed acceleration. I know a lot of people like fixed speed. I've seen a couple multiplayer sensitivity videos out there, and they really focus on fixed speed. I don't like fixed speed. I like speed acceleration. I want to be able to turn as quick as possible. I know you can turn it a little higher. I like 160. Sensitivity preset is custom because I do change some stuff down here. So third person sensitivity is 110. First person point of view turning sensitivity is 95. Optics is 110. Tactical scope 120. 3x scope and 4x scope 75. Whoa, they're all turned up from what they originally were. I got sniper scope sensitivity at 65. Firing sensitivity, you can see all those there. Third person sensitivity 105. First person point of view turning sensitivity 90. Optics 110. Tactical scope sensitivity 90. 3x scope 75. 4x scope is 75. And then sniper scope sensitivity is 65. Again, with gyroscope sensitivity, I don't use gyroscope. For BR settings, for the vehicle option, I do like the layout A for ease of use. I don't need to be all fancy. This isn't Need for Speed or anything like that. And then for vehicle camera, I do semi-follow. For loot settings, I do have the scopes. I do have the reflex at 1, the 4x scope at 1, tactical scope at 1, and 3x tactical at 1. For medicine, I have a hemostatic, first aid kit, and adrenaline all at 5. And then for grenades, I like to keep 3 grenades, 2 smokes, and then 1 of everything else. And it is auto loot, so as soon as you run over it, once it has that, it's not going to pick it up. So once it has 1 Nova Gas, it's not going to pick up another Nova Gas unless you increase that to 2 or 3 if you really like a specific type of grenade. And that is it for the settings that I use. That goes over the HUD as well. I hope that covers everything for you guys, and I hope that helps you out with your gameplay. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and you hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date with the latest content.